Hello, my name is Antonio Sabatini, and with me today is my identical twin cousin, Eric. And it's story time again. Today's story is called The Mirror of Matsuyama. In ancient days, in a remote part of Japan, there lived a man and his wife, and they had a beautiful daughter that they loved very much. And one day, the man was called to Kyoto on business. And just before he left, he told his daughter, "If you are good and dutiful to your mother, I will bring you home something that you will highly prize." And then they watched him go. Days went by, but finally he did return. And when he came in, they were very excited. They helped him remove his cloak and his very large hat, had him remove his sandals, and they all sat down upon the white mat. At which point, the daughter was getting very excited. And he pulled out a bamboo basket, and from that he removed a most exquisite doll for her. As excited as she was, gently holding this doll in her hands, he said, "Wait." And from the box he removed a small lacquer container in which were several cakes, things she had never tasted before. And his wife was looking on. And he handed her a metal mirror, on the back of which were designs of pine trees and storks, and its convex surface shone brightly. The good man's wife had never seen a mirror before, and on gazing into it, she was under the impression that another woman was looking back at her, and with growing wonder, he finally explained the mystery to her, and bade her to take great care of this mirror. Now, not long after this homecoming and distribution of gifts, the woman became very ill. Just before she died, she called her little daughter and said, "Dear child, when I am dead, take very good care of your father. You will miss me when I have left you, but take this mirror, and when you feel most lonely, just look into it, and you will always see me." Having said these words, she passed away. In due time, the man married again, and his wife was not at all kind to her stepdaughter. But the little one, remembering his mother's words, would retire to a corner and eagerly look into the mirror when it seemed to her that she saw dear mother's face, not drawn in pain as the day she died, but young and beautiful. One day, the child's stepmother chanced to see her crouching in a corner over an object she could not quite see, and she was murmuring to herself. This ignorant woman, who detested the child and believed that her stepdaughter detested her in return, fancied that this little one was performing some kind of witchcraft, maybe making dolls and sticking pins into it. The stepmother, of course, full of rage, went to her husband and explained the whole extraordinary thing. Now, he went straight to his daughter's room. He took her by surprise, and immediately, when the girl saw him, she shoved the mirror up her sleeve. For the first time, her doting father grew angry, and he feared that what was, after all, happening was true, and his wife was not making up any of this. So he repeated the story to her forthwith. Now, when his daughter had heard this unjust accusation, she was amazed at her father's words. She told him that she loved him far too well to ever wish to kill his wife. She knew was dear to him. "Then what have you hidden up your sleeve?" said father, only half convinced and very much puzzled. "The mirror you gave my mother, and which she on her deathbed gave to me. Every time I look into its shining surface, I see the face of my dear mother, young and beautiful. When my heart aches, and it has ached so much lately, I take out the mirror, and mother's face with sweet, kind smile brings me peace and helps me bear the hard words and the crossed looks." Then the man understood and loved his child all the more for her love and respect for her ancestors. Even the girl's stepmother when she knew what really had taken place, was ashamed and asked for forgiveness. And this child, who believed she had seen her mother's face in the mirror, forgave, and trouble forever departed from that house. Thank you. God bless you, and good night.